Now for our final People's Choice Award, but before I introduce you to him, I want to share something with you. I've been told that there are over 600 volunteers that support Senior Serve throughout the year. They're drivers, they're friendly visitors, helpers at the Senior Center, the list goes on and on. There's no way that this organization could do what they do without their volunteers. So please help me honor them with a round of applause for all of the Senior Serve volunteers. I think it's important, too, for the volunteers to never underestimate the difference that they make. Sometimes they're the simplest of requests. As you know, I started in 2014. I'm just going to share a quick little story. I wasn't planning, but I think it's perfect timing. 2014, and after that first year, my mother-in-law was diagnosed with onset dementia, so I actually went to Susan quite a bit as a sounding board to help us through this process. And over the years, her condition definitely has gotten much worse. And Susan's been there. We're lucky, we're fortunate we can give her the care and attention that she needs, but there was about a year and a half ago where there was one thing that we couldn't do because of our commitments with our two boys, my wife and I, and that was find somebody to play poker with her at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. We went to Senior Serve, and they went looking for somebody. So it's little things like that you just take for granted, that Senior Serve and the volunteers are there and making a big difference. So I wanted to share that, and that's, again, that's why I'm here, and I know that's why we're all here tonight, for the difference that we're making. So now our final winner of the night, our honoree, let's take a moment to listen to the story of our volunteer hero, David Bunch. David Bunch, also known as the voice of Parkinson's, spends hundreds of volunteer hours a month to further educate people with Parkinson's and provides many resources such as support groups, newsletters, seminars, and other educational information. He teaches people newly diagnosed with Parkinson's and their caregivers about the disease and how to recognize the symptoms. But what he's most passionate about is making sure they know that they are not alone. You see, he knows how they feel because David has Parkinson's. When he was diagnosed 5 years ago, he wasn't given much information at all. He felt that every day some part of his independence or function was taken away. After some time dealing with the depression of his diagnosis, he decided to take action. He researched endlessly. He developed a statewide newsletter connecting thousands to resources and support groups, and he spends time visiting these support groups. David now hosts other seminars to teach people a Parkinson's 101 course after realizing there was no such resource in all of Orange County. He volunteers hundreds of hours a month to help individuals with Parkinson's and works hard to ensure they avoid the stranded, depressed feelings he experienced. In spite of his difficult diagnosis, David decided to volunteer to help others in any way possible, and we're proud to recognize him tonight.
Thank you very much. 5 years ago, I changed my life. I found out I had Parkinson's. And very typically, it goes something like this for those that don't know this. I was talking to my neurologist, and she said, "Mr. Bunch, I think you have Parkinson's." I knew nothing about the disease. I went home and I said, what am I going to do with this? Well, there's an old thing about embracing your enemy, and guaranteed Parkinson's is my enemy. When you embrace something, it changes the color, the feel, the touch, and most importantly, the energy. For the first time, I was able to take a little bit of command over that disease. Every day, a little bit is taken from me, every single day of my life. So now I had a chance to take control. So one of the problems with Parkinson's is we have all these different symptoms. I knew none of the symptoms, so I went with a passion to find out about the symptoms. One of the symptoms that I find most confusing or frustrating is my memory. Oh, geez. How bad is your memory, David? Well, it's so bad that I had to tattoo my own name under this eyelid, my girlfriend's name under that eyelid. Well, that's not the worst part. The only problem with that, the only time we get together is when I cross my eyes. Wait, hang on. You're supposed to cross your T's and dot your I's. And do you know why I don't change girlfriends? It's too damn painful. Thank you.